guys, my name is Misty and welcome back to my channel. And my channel's name, of course, is Speculative Magpie. And I am here to talk about some of the books that I read in December. Well, book. This is the book that I ended December with. I read some books before this one, but they were part of a series, and I finished the series in the first week of January. So I'm going to talk about those together in a video themselves. I'm also filming on the same day, so I put on a jacket so I can tell the videos apart when I go into editing. So this was a unusual book to finish my year on. It's Brian Keene's Dark Hollow. Now, y'all know, if y'all watched my channel before, that I read at work, which means I read in public. So, yeah, this book, let's do the synopsis and then we'll come back and talk about it, because this book is a chuckle fest. All right, Dark Hollow. Something very strange is happening in Leehorns Hollow. Eerie piping music is heard late at night, and mysterious fires have been spotted deep in the woods. Women are vanishing without a trace overnight, leaving behind husbands and families. When up-and-coming novelist Adam Shinift stumbles upon an unearthly scene, it plunges him and the entire town into an ancient nightmare. Folks say the woods in Leehorns Hollows are haunted, but what waits there is far worse than any ghost. It has been summoned, and now it demands to be satisfied. And let's talk about that satisfaction. So what is spoilers? Spoilers. The only way I can talk about this book is if there's an occasional spoiler in here. So if you haven't read Dark Hollow, you might want to skip this review. But just know it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of subversiveness going in here. And within the first chapter, if you've ever read this book, yeah, I was reading that in public. And me laughing in my pre-test room probably was slightly inappropriate. And I laughed a lot in this book. I probably wasn't supposed to laugh, or maybe I was. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay. So spoilers. Right now, we're going to talk about it. That first chapter, okay? So this guy takes his, dog on a walk every day. He's a full-time author. His wife goes to work. He stays home and writes. He's basically a house husband, you know? Not saying that, writing is not work, because we all know it's work, but he's the one that takes care of the house. He gets dinner ready and everything like that. So he takes his dog for a walk, and he comes across this scene in the woods. And, all right, R-rated here. And this scene is a woman giving a statue a blowjob. And it comes to life. And they proceed to do, carry on per what blowjobs can lead to. It was just funny, y'all. I mean, I'm sitting here reading about a description of a woman giving a statue a blowjob and the statue coming to life, and golden showers were had by all. It was funny. That's the thing about this book. The monster in this book is unusual. That's one of the reasons I wanted to read it. The monster in this book is a satyr. And satyr is basically what the Greek god Pan was, half goat, half human. And they are very, very sexual, very earthy. And the mythos that's in this book is pretty much what Greek mythology says satyrs are. They are violent. Them being around, their pen music can incite orgies, and I'm not talking old people getting together to throw their keys in a jar and have sex together. That's not it. I'm talking just constant violent sex, and that's what pretty much goes on in this book. And I mean, and these wives and these girlfriends are all disappearing because this satyr is luring them into the woods, and they're having these bonfire orgies going around, and these men have to stop it. You know, Adam and his local group of, you know, stand on the side of the road and drink beer kind of king of the hill things have to stop it. And, you know, funny parts for me was how Brian King showed humanity's reaction to this otherworldly satyr. I mean, the women were getting turned on and like running off into the woods. The men, anytime they would hear the like pen music, were getting erections. So they'd be standing around talking, and all of a sudden, all five of them have erections, and that happened a couple times. And I will admit, every time that happened, I kind of laughed because they were all just talking and they were just shocked, you know. So it was a great break from The Last Werewolf, where, you know, erections were just plenty. But like this one was like, you know, it didn't annoy me as much, I guess, because I liked the main character, whereas in The Last Werewolf I could have, you know, just ignored the guy. But yeah, this was an interesting book. It was a lot of fun. The confrontation at the end was high octane, and this is actually the first in a series of Levi. God, what is his name? I got the second book here because I want to read the second book. Ghost Walk. Basically, these books all take place in the same like area, and just looking forward to these books because this book pulled no punches. It was very uncomfortable. Some scenes, I was laughing, one, at the ridiculousness of it, and also at the fact that it made me slightly uncomfortable. But I really think that Brian King is someone I'm going to Keene is someone I'm going to read some more about. I really like the way he writes. All of the characters in here, if they weren't likable, they were relatable to. And their actions had consequences. Things just didn't stop and go back to normal. Everything, when they fought the monster, shit went down and shit happened. The monster's name was Hylinus. And while, yeah, he was kind of likable because he's this mythical creature, he was still pretty evil. And a lot of stuff happened. And I really think that I'm going to check out the rest of the series, or at least the second book. So, while I wouldn't say that this book is like 5 out of 5 stars, it's definitely a hard 3.5, maybe leaning into a 4. I would highly recommend. And there's my dog messing up my bed again. I definitely recommend to read it if you're into 1, unusual monsters that you don't normally read a lot about, and 3, just a fun ride, just a really good. There was some gross scenes, but it wasn't really anything that bad. So yeah, come back again and we'll talk some more about some books and things. Okay, guys? Talk to you later. Bye.